So hey everyone, this is Javon Roberts, and today we're going to be teaching you the basics of how to hold your drumsticks. Are you ready? Let's get straight into it. So drummers depend on something called the rebound. And what that essentially is how the stick bounces after being hit on a drum head. So the drummer's task is to find the part of the stick that produces the most rebound. And this part of the stick is called the fulcrum. If you have a Vickford stick, then there is a cheat code to this. The fulcrum is found right where the American flag is. But for those who do not have a Vickford stick, then I'll show you the procedure of finding it. So first off, you'll take your index finger and then you'll go along the stick to see where it produces the most bounces. So let it balance on your index finger and allow it to fall freely on your drum head or your practice pad or your mattress, whichever one you have, and see how many bounces it produces. So we'll go at the very end of the stick just to test. Not many bounces there. We'll go further up the stick to see what happens. Not many bounces there either. So it's in between this area. So this is the butt of the stick, so it wouldn't be here and it wouldn't be near the neck of the stick either. So it's in this area. This area will find the sweet spot. So we'll just continue and we'll continue until we find where the most bounces occur. Okay, that's a lot of bounces. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is the sweet spot. So now what we're going to do, we're going to take the drumstick and we're going to take the fleshy part of our thumb finger and we're going to place it right at the fulcrum, right? Not your fingertip, but the fleshy part of your thumb. And you're going to also take the joint of your index finger, this joint right here, and you're going to place it at the fulcrum as well. So this is where you should apply pressure on the stick. Not too much pressure, but just enough pressure that the stick doesn't fall out of your hand. And you should be able to do something like this. So it holds it in position, almost like a nail. And what you're going to do now, you're just going to gently wrap the rest of your fingers around the drumstick, just like this. And pretend as if you are holding an animal, a bird. Don't choke it because that will translate in your playing and your playing will sound stiff. But hold it gently, but still have a firm enough grip that it does not fall out of your hand. So these three fingers all have a role. This middle finger acts as the main support for the stick while you're playing. This is with the middle finger alone. And the ring finger and the pinky act as secondary support for the stick. So also what you should note is that when you're holding your stick, there should be some space in this area of your hand. Enough that another stick could pass through it. Just like that, as you can see. So the support fingers are here, your index finger is here, and you should be able to pass a stick through it. Understandably, the gap will not always be as open as this while you're playing, because playing different parts of the drums require different techniques, and of course the gap might be a bit more closed or a bit more open depending on what you're doing on the kit. So ensure that you're self-aware and mindful while you're playing, because your hands can drift while you're playing and you don't want to leave this sweet spot. But if you do, be mindful and just change the grip while you're playing and just get back to the sweet spot where that rebound is. Okay, so that pretty much covers the basics in terms of how to hold a drumstick. And in the next video, I'll be showing you 3 different techniques in terms of how to grip the drumstick and utilize those different techniques while you are playing. So until then, I'll catch you next time.